Good morning, everyone. Today, I wanted to really dive deep into self-care during this quarantine season, and I wanted to create this pamper day because we really need to take care of ourselves during this crazy time. I hope this inspires you to have a self-care day for yourself too. Today I woke up at 6 a.m. and decided to make myself a cup of Korean honey citrus tea. You can find this at any Korean market or make it yourself with orange peels, lemon peels, and honey. It's pretty similar to a marmalade tea, and I find that it's super refreshing and comforting. Typically, I'm a super busy person and I try to run a bunch of errands whenever I can. Although it's been hard for me to only stay in the house, I know it's for the best. It's actually my birthday tomorrow, and I had this huge birthday party planned with fun games and activities for my friends, but I had to postpone it, which is fine. I'm also on spring break now, and I was supposed to go to Cabo, but I can't anymore. So if any of you had really big plans and they had to be canceled, first of all, I am so sorry that's happening. I wish I could give you those moments back. But second of all, I think this is a big learning opportunity for us. 1, we can't predict the future. 2, you get to save lives by staying home. Certain supplies that I use every single day include the following. 1 is a work journal where I can write down notes and keep track of all the things I have to do for work. Next is a journal where I get to write down all of my prayers, my thoughts, and whatever I am learning from my Bible reading. This is my giant personalized NIV study Bible. I've had it for so many years and it is pretty darn big, but I appreciate the fact that it has so much information and it's really helpful when I'm reading the Bible. Every Good Endeavor is actually one of my favorite books to read right now, and I appreciate the fact that I can stay home and read a little more. It's basically all about why work was created and how humans are meant to work. So this is my time to quietly pray, listen to God's word, and pray for our country. I believe that God is sovereign over our lives. I journal all of my fears, worries, doubts, and honestly tell God how I feel, knowing that it's just a way for me to check my own heart. So after my quiet time, I wanted to go out for a run, but I decided I should stay home inside the house. Before this lockdown, I used to run about 2 to 4 miles a week at the gym, but now I can't. So I try my best to do cardio workouts at home while watching fitness videos. Today my goal is to work out for 45 minutes. I have a quarantine playlist ready to go. I find that at home it's so much easier to cut my workouts short and stop early, while at group workouts I stay the whole time. I also think it's so important to take care of your body by moving it as much as you can. Typically, we move a lot more when we're outside of the house, so we really need to stay intentional with how often we get up and move our legs. It's so easy to just sit at home. Something that you can do with your friends is you can hop on a Zoom call all together and then do the same workout. That way you feel like you have a sense of accountability while you're all working out together. I also think that a high form of self-care is knowing when to rest and knowing when to just sit still and relax. But for me, I find that I actually thrive whenever I exercise every single day. So for me, this is what works. So even if you're not exercising every single day, try to incorporate some form of movement a couple times a week. I talk about this in all of my videos, but it's because I care about you and it's so important. Please make sure you are all drinking enough water. You should be drinking at least 8 glasses a day. Well, depending on how big your glass is. On my to-do list today are the following. I'm going to record a video for YouTube. I've already written the script. I need to upload math worksheets, grammar worksheets, spelling, and social studies work onto my teacher page for my students. I need to figure out how to use Google Classroom, and I need to go drop off groceries for my parents at their house. If you are interested, I will show you in another video how I stay organized and stay productive, especially during this time where it seems like there's not a lot of structure in our lives. I usually plan out a very detailed schedule, but right now I decided to just do a really quick to-do list. I like to write things down because it's a way for my brain to kind of organize everything that I need to do, and then it also prevents me from forgetting. So now I am ready to go to my parents' house and drop off some extra groceries for them. One of my favorite ways to relax is to watch Korean dramas, or of course you can watch Netflix or Hulu, but I actually can't sit and watch for a very long time, so usually I watch for about an hour. Another way to practice self-care is to try something new, and I have been using TikTok quite often, and I would love it if you'd follow me there too. Feel free to comment and tell me that you're from my YouTube family. So I'm not going out anymore, which means I can do my full-on skincare routine and get ready for bed even if it's still daytime. Currently, I am trying Olaplex's shampoo and conditioner because I had a gift card at Sephora and I didn't know what else to buy. Hehehe. I appreciate that it's sulfate-free. I usually take about 7-minute showers and then towel dry my hair. Now onto my super extra pamper day skincare routine. So I tie my hair up to keep it out of my face and it won't crinkle because it's still wet. First I wash my face with my Arbonne Gel Facial Cleanser. I lather it up and then I wash my face for about 30 seconds or so. You can also do this in the shower, but I wanted to show you, so I did it outside of the shower. I love this cleanser because it doesn't strip your pores and it just feels very natural. Then I use this Kate Somerville Exfoliate exfoliant, which is going to help get rid of any dead skin cells on my face. I like to exfoliate about 1 to 2 times a week. I also massage this all over my face for about 30 seconds. You can also leave this on your face as a face mask, but I actually have another face mask. This Arbonne Detox Mask pulls out impurities out of your face. It first goes on like a mud clay mask, and then it quickly dries white when it's ready to rinse off. I smear it on all over my face, and I like that it's a little cooling to the touch. I find that face masks do take a lot of time, and so right now is the perfect time to use them. So this is what it looks like when it's wet, and then it starts to turn white as it pulls out your impurities. It knew where my pimple was right away. Yup, that sure is an impurity, but it's normal. I left this face mask on for about 15 minutes, and I cleaned my bathroom while I waited. You know, multitasking. I rinse my face with some warm water, and then it's time to pack it all in with a sheet mask. I love throwing on a sheet mask that's full of nutrients for your skin to absorb. I love how it feels on my face, and it makes my skin feel like it's having a huge drink of water. I wish it didn't make us look so scary though. Also, the downside to a sheet mask is that I can't eat while I have this on my face. I can hardly talk. While I wait about 20 minutes with my sheet mask, I will relax and read some more. I've been reading throughout the day because I can't just sit and read for 3 hours like I used to as a kid. I need to get my body moving. Also, I read a lot of nonfiction books, so it's not like one big story where you can't wait to see what happens next. It was in college when I realized I prefer to read books that expanded my knowledge on who God is, what purpose I have on this earth, and that time is so precious. A big form of self-care is understanding who you are, what your interests are, and growing your interests into passions. Reading is a great time of discovery. So after I take off my sheet mask, I like to rub in all of the extra nutrients so that my face soaks it all in. Next, I get a cotton pad and this brightening toner and just kind of rub it over my face gently to take off all the excess. Skincare routines totally help me feel at ease and relaxed. Next, I take just a little bit of my brightening serum and then I put it on my face because that is going to help with anti-aging. After that, I take this brightening night cream, and that is the last step that I put all over my face. Oh, and I add a little bit of my acne lotion in case I ever have hormonal breakouts. So I don't really do anything to my hair, I just let it air dry, but sometimes I will also spray it with this Amicus spray. It smells so good, and it's a detangler, and it's also a heat protectant, and it helps me comb through my hair. It's time to eat. I think one of the best ways to take care of yourself is to create balanced meals. I was craving shabu shabu, which is basically an Asian hot pot dish, and I was so happy to find all of the ingredients at my local Korean store. I made sure to practice social distancing, and I hand sanitized my hands, and I was very mindful of what I touched. I like to balance all of my meals with a carb, a protein, and veggies. This is the perfect soupy dish to get me feeling well taken care of inside and out. Now I get to eat. I hope you enjoyed my self-care day where I showed you how I've been trying to take care of myself. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you later. Please take care of yourself and stay healthy. Bye.